Howdy, I'm doing yet another video about getting the mods you want via Seed Theory and Marvel's Midnight Suns. As with my previous video, I highly recommend you check out Channel5 Gaming's video, as that's what got me into this. I'll provide the link in the description. So, I started making this video to test a comment that I saw on my previous video. So, commenter Byron Hines said that in their experience, if you performed a manual save the night before and you didn't like your seed, you could reload from that manual save, specifically not the autosave, and you'd come back to find a new seed. So as I started testing this, what I found out was fairly inconsistent, so they were sort of right. The end result is that, much like my previous video about Charlie changing your seed, I've stumbled upon another way to change your seed, but I've got to admit, I'm starting to feel like I need a tinfoil hat because the ways in which it interacts are really weird. So we're going to start off with what they suggested. We've got a manual save from the night before. I'm going to go ahead and load that. And while that's loading, I just want to apologize in advance for the load times, the time spent walking around in this video, but I think it's important to keep it all as one take, because if there's too many cuts, then it looks like I'm manipulating the video to get what I want, and quite frankly, I'm not a good enough video editor to speed it up in post, so bear with me. So we reloaded from our save, we go to sleep, and we go to make some mods. So, we will start working on mods for Ghost Rider. The first one's pre-rolled, we know that. Second one, so we have a draw one hero. We have draw one card. We have +2 redraws. We have +2 redraws again. And we have draw less attack. Alright, so we've gotten 6 into it. That's a pretty good lead. So we're going to load our manual save. And if we get a different seed, we'll know what we've seen before. And if we get the same seed, then we'll see the same thing we saw before. So we're going to apply ability mods to Ghost Rider. So there's that. There's our draw one hero. So based on the previous seed, we should see a draw one. There it is. We should see +2 redraws. There it is. See +2 redraws. There it is. The next one will be draw less attack. So clearly we did not end up on another seed. So as a computer scientist, I like things to be repeatable and testable, and so I kept working on it and wanted to see if we would keep ending up on the same seed. I'll save you some time. It does keep ending up on the same seed, but something happened one of the times that I was doing it. So I was reloading like normal, and when I came back to the screen, I decided to do some housekeeping, and I just started deleting some of the autosaves because I didn't need them. Every time you go to sleep, it makes a new autosave, so there were a bunch of them building up, and I'm OCD, and so I deleted one. So I go to make mods, fully expecting to see the same seed as before, and as you can probably guess, because I'm bothering to explain this, I did not get the same thing. So I come here, I go to Hellmouth, first one's pre-rolled, and now we should be expecting a draw one hero card, but it's not there. We should be expecting a draw one card. Nope. 2 redraws. Nope. And 2 redraws. Nope. Now, here's where I mentioned the tinfoil hat, because if you keep going, we've done 5 rolls so far. We're about to do 6. Now there's our draw one hero card. So you can guess that the next one's going to be a draw 1. Then it's going to be +2 redraws. So there it is. +2 redraws. There it is. And then draw less attack. Now, I don't have a full understanding of why deleting that autosave suddenly reset the seed, but the fact that I kept rolling and got back to it seems to indicate that it didn't reset the seed so much as it rewound the seed about 5 picks, which is super bizarre. And again, being a computer scientist and somebody who likes to see things be consistent, you will see here in a second that if I reload, immediately go to sleep, and then go back, I will be on the same seed that I started on, with the draw 1 hero, draw 1, etc. So it is repeatable, that you will end up in the seed or earlier in the same seed. So we will go here, we'll go here, and because we didn't do anything in between loading the manual save and going to sleep, we're going to end up back on the original seed. So there's our draw 1 hero card. There's our draw 1. We know it's double redraws coming up. Followed finally by the draw last attack. And there's your draw last attack. Alright, now, again, we repeat the experiment. We load from our manual save. And by the way, I have experimented with what you do in between loading the save game and going to sleep. I've tried, it doesn't seem to matter how many autosaves I delete. If I delete 1 or if I delete 3, it's the same result. I've tried waiting certain amounts of time. That's been really inconsistent. Sometimes it will put me on that second seed and sometimes it'll stay on the first. So the one that I know is reliable is deleting an autosave will consistently put you back on that other seed. Again, don't totally understand why, but it is repeatable, which means you can count on it to a degree. So now I'm going to come here, going to Ghost Rider, so there's a +1 redraw. So again, we're not on the same seed we were on before, because there's no draw hero card, there's no draw 1, there's no 2 redraws, but just like before, if we keep going, here's our draw 1 hero card, and then our draw 1, and then our 2 redraws, another 2 redraws, and another draw less attack. So it still had the same effect of rewinding us about 5 picks in the seed that we started on. I'm not sure if this one's quite as useful as the Charlie tip, but at least it gives you some more options for altering your seed. You could talk to Charlie, you could reload and delete a save, and then you'll be on a different seed. I assume that if you talk to Charlie on this seed, it would again kick to another seed. So there's a whole bunch of different ways you can change your seed. This one is far more tinfoil hat weird than the previous ones, but I hope it helps, and enjoy.